and that which we see at this time of the year, every year here, that we see our young brothers and sisters receive those grades that they worked towards for many years, a decade and more, that we see them receive their grades whilst many of us were once there. The system of life and the cycle of life here and in these times wherein from a young age, from around the age of 4 or 5, the education begins. From that age until a decade later, we see that results in and culminates in grades being received or achieved. And many of us, if not all of us, have been there, from those who went through that same journey. And there are many who are yet still to continue with their studies, and many yet to be in that same position, from the young ones who are with us. This is a cycle of life that we know in this day and age. It begins with learning, studying, acquiring qualifications, acquiring knowledge and qualifications and skills to eventually go out and get a job, to earn a living, to make money. This is the cycle. And as a Muslim, the Muslim, he recognizes this. As Muslims, we recognize this, that there is the need for us to prepare ourselves for that which comes in life, that we study, learn those affairs that will aid us later on in life, that we acquire knowledge, qualifications, skills, so that one day, if Allah wills, and we reach that age, that we go out and seek those provisions and acquire those provisions and work in order to provide for ourselves and to provide for those who are under our responsibility. Ultimately, all of this to go out and work, to earn that living, to earn that money, to make that money, because no one wants to be poor. No one wants to be poor. The Muslim and the Kafir. This is the cycle for all of them. No one wants to be poor. But all of this, years, decades, for some, 2 decades of studies. 2 decades of studies. For those who go on to higher education and university and so on. Close to 2 decades of study in order to go out eventually to get that job. And you know the drive. The drive is to get the best job possible, to make the most money possible, to get the best job possible and to make the most money possible. Again, in order to ward off that poverty. No one wants to be in poverty. Within the Islamic education system, there is that which we all learn. And this is not specific to any level of education, but throughout all the levels of education. Within this Western system of education you have, and that which we know here, you have levels. The early years, primary, secondary, further education, higher education, and so on. There is within the Islamic system of education, and that begins, my brothers, in the masajid. From a young age, in fact, your parents, those around you, and then within the mosques, and you attend the masajid. Likewise during the khutab, this is education. On a Friday, you receive education. The Muslim, various stages in his life. There is that which we learn